Good afternoon, everyone. We are located here at Barangay Danao in the municipality of Panglao. And we, the students enrolled in the NJEC 10 subject, specifically social science and philosophy, are tasked to interview a barangay official at the same time to tackle about the issue of environment degradation. So I am together with the chairwoman of the Sangguniang Kabataan Barangay Council of Barangay Danao, Municipality of Panglao. First and foremost, ma'am, can you somehow just formally introduce yourself to the public?
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Mary Nat Bernat. I'm the Trustee Chairman of Barangay Danao, Municipality of Panglao.
So, I would like to welcome everyone. Miss Natalie Bernat, thank you for your time. And ma'am, I'd just like to ask permission if it's okay if we will have this one recorded for project purposes.
Yes.
Alright, so I'd just like to ask ma'am, how is your term so far here in your barangay?
Well, it's been a year since from the assumption of the office. Though challenges, struggles are normally encountered, but at the same time, it was fun, serving the youths and also doing things that can really encouraging everyone, especially the youths, to do things that haven't done before.
Alright, thank you so much, Ms. Bernat. So shall we proceed to the interview proper? Alright, so our first question is, what are the major environmental issues or signs of degradation in your locality?
The main thing or the biggest concern in our barangay, well, not just in our barangay, it's also from the different barangays here in Panglao, especially the barangays that have the tourists. The more tourists is the proper waste disposal of the garbages. We already receive a lot of reports from the netizens, the citizens or the constituents regarding the waste disposal of the hotels, resorts, or even residential accommodation. So that's it. The garbage itself. It's our biggest concern so far.
I also understand because me myself, I'm living in the city and garbage is also the biggest problem there in our place. So my colleagues will continue the interview. So let me call on my colleague for another question.
So good afternoon, ma'am. So here's our second question. So what specific programs or policies has your office implemented to address these issues?
Regarding for the environmental sector, in our council, the Sangguniang Kabataan, we have this environmental activity which is the monthly coastal cleanup and also the cleanup drive. And also we have this, we are also making activities in which the youths, and not just the youths, and also the other people within our communities are encouraged to participate, which is the road cleaning, which is monthly, and also the coastal cleanup within not just in our barangay, but this is also an activity which involves the entire municipality with the collaboration of the ING.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, ma'am. So here are our third question. How does your office address the global challenge of global warming at the local level?
Eventually, the Office of the Sangguniang Kabataan as well as the Office of the Sangguniang Barangay addresses these environment concerns through, tree planting drives and also the cleanup drives, coastal cleanups. Those things are usually the common things that we need to do because, the issues are, it's like boomerang, it's always like it always repeats itself. And we also address this through the sustainable practices of the renewable energy use through the education and community services.
Good afternoon, ma'am. For our fourth question, what challenges do you face in implementing environmental programs?
The challenges and struggles itself encountered during implementing these programs are the individuals itself, and also as well as the stakeholders, which are that they are not willingly to adapt to change, and also time consuming. Because eventually, last time we have our coastal cleanup just dito sa unahan lang. And the main problem is that here in Danao we are we're near the coastal area. So I think you guys are familiar with dry docking. So our concern for this is this: while the personnel doing the dry docking, the materials itself, the materials, you will leave it there, especially the nylon, the nylon stick, and it's non-biodegradable. And if it's left unattended in the service area, it will become the pollution to the shoreline. So, and we already tell these guys, these people, that they have to participate, or maybe just disrespect the policies implemented by the barangay, but sometimes we will not. And what we need to do that is that we're not giving burner certifications. So the challenge for this is that most of them is not our locally resident in our barangay. Some of them are from Siargao, live in Boracay, from Luzon, and also the Mindanao. So, we often term this as mga dayo na they're doing their docking, and it's a biggest challenge for us because we cannot accommodate them of all because they are violating some of the rules. And Barangay Danao is the tourist. We have a lot of tourist spots here. Not tourist spots. We have these hotels and commercial buildings, and also the infrastructures itself. So we also have the big hotels here, which also their concern is about that because the view from the outside of the hotel is quite messy around the beach because of these boat operators. So that's the biggest challenge while implementing these programs, because everyone, even the individuals, are not willing to adapt to change.
Thank you. Here's the last question. How does the community participate in solving environmental problems, and what programs encourage their involvement?
As what I said a while ago, the implementations that we have in our barangay is there are three things which is commonly being implemented: the coastal cleanup, and also the cleanup drive in the road areas. So the community will participate by purok. So we have 7 puroks in our barangay, and we did this by monthly for the coastal cleanup, and also the road cleanup is monthly with only the barangay officials itself. So we gather around, we do this by month, and it's strictly attendance, and so everyone is participating itself and do this regularly because we are more concerned with the environment itself and the economy, because as you can see, Panglao is it's growing, and also in our barangay. So we just usually do this coastal cleanup drive and road cleanup. But also for the SK, we just implemented this activity last August 2024. It is an activity that somehow encourage the youth to make the most outfit for themselves. We have this fashion show. They have to make costumes that is made out from the recycled material. So everyone is participating, and we're happy for that because because these things are habit done before, and I'm glad that we are the first administration to conduct these things. So, and eventually they are participating, and also we have this the community service also, and we're happy also because we did collaborations. We have hotels and resorts who wants to collaborate us by doing the community services. That would be all.
Ms. Bernat, thank you so much for your time. On behalf of the Group 3 of the SSPS subject, under the supervision of Mr. Patrick Redulia, we thank you for your time and effort, and at the same time for answering our questions in the interview. Once again, Ms. Bernat, thank you so much, and we appreciate it.
Thank you.